You're psychic among them, the best you would want.
Hey, happy. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine.
Hello and thanks for joining us. The NBA Cup is underway. This is Game 2, and things will only get more intense from this point forward. Alongside Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Ali LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. Also joining us tonight is League Insider Shams Charania. Shams, we appreciate you being here for this one.
Always a pleasure, B.A. Thanks for having me drop by.
Brought your A game, I'm sure, partner.
A lot to talk about, B.A.
Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You look at New York, they've started strong this year, holding the second place spot. And check it out, Miami, quite a bit of space between these two. All right, now let's check out the starters for the Miami Heat. Mitchell out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Simone Fontecchio. And it's Jaquez in at the 4. And for the Knicks, Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Towns in at center. Here we go. So Miami wins the tip. Now Mitchell, outside Adebayo. To the middle. Here's Jaquez. Yes! And it's Adebayo picking up the assist.
Yeah, that's nice right there. Big man points in the paint for Jaquez.
Here's Hart. Miami grabs the miss. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
There was just no sense of urgency to hit the offensive glass. They have to be disappointed in the lack of second chance points.
Well, after getting hammered on the boards in that one, you'd expect them to make some adjustments. Let's see what they've got.
Clock at 4.
Well, if he gets an opportunity to throw one down, he is going to take it every time.
All right, let's check in with Ali LaForce.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. Like everyone, he's impressed with Adebayo's relentless nature. He said, quote, "We have to match his intensity at both ends, trying to keep him off of the glass and trying to keep the ball out of his hands. Coach knows they can do it for stretches, but he wonders if they can do it for a full game." Guys?
Appreciate the report, Ali.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
Shams, I know you've had discussions with Commissioner Adam Silver about the league possibly expanding into Europe. Where does that stand?
Well, it's fluid, B.A., and Commissioner Adam Silver and other league officials have been very clear to me. The process that's going to be measured in years, not necessarily months. There's definitely a sense they want to better serve those fans in Europe, start their own league out there that's NBA affiliated. And that's something the NBA is much more further along in exploring in the days, weeks, and months ahead, as opposed to expansion immediately.
And he is a force in the paint. Towns is such a huge presence inside for them.
And it's Mitchell, the miss. New York has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. And Anunoby finds Towns. And here's McBride. Back to Hart. Pass to Bridges. New York working the ball around now. And again, New York with the triple.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's Fontecchio. Outside for Mitchell. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signaled a jump ball here. So it's Miami now. Fontecchio, the pass to Adebayo. Here's Jaquez. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Well, certainly Tyler Hero is never going to be accused of being selfish. If you get yourself open, he is going to find you.
All right, Chums, I got to ask you a personal question here. You know the screen time, that pops up on your cell phone? When your phone gives you that usage report, I assume that daily average is in double digits?
Yeah, I haven't looked. I don't want to look, to be honest. I'm clearly a power user, that's for sure. I would be ashamed of the screen time I have. Speaking of which, BA, do we have any outlets here at the desk? I want to charge my phone right now. Oh, wait, it's right here. Never mind. I got it, BA.
The Shams carbon footprint is impressive. We got to get our news, though.
That's where Adebayo makes his living, in the paint.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. A new lineup here for New York. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Miami. Larson comes in for Mitchell. A minute 31 left to play in the first quarter. Alvarado outside. Pass to Kolek. Beyond the arc. On target from range.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Outside Jaquez. Back to Hero. The 3. And it's New York with a rebound. They've been playing excellent team basketball. 9 wins in a row.
And we're seeing just how good this team is when they're firing on all cylinders. The way they're rolling right now, this winning streak could go on for a while.
52 seconds left to play in the first. Robinson with a steal. And here they come. Here's Shamet. And again, New York with the triple.
And they've got the D reeling. A full three-point attack right off the tip.
Heat trail by 11. Hero outside. Pass to Larson. Hero on the wing. Alvarado defending. Jaquez, the pass to Hero. To the paint. Here's Wiggins. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
That is a big-time finish by Wiggins right there. I love when he finishes with that type of authority.
Yabusele, look that.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Hero for 3. He can't get it to go. Here's Kolek. 1 second left. Over Adebayo. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Knicks out in front, up 11. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
And the one thing you hear about in hoop circles, the weak link theory. You familiar, Sean?
Yeah, you know, it's an idea that to win nowadays, you can't have a weak link for the other team to expose. You need guys that can play both ends of the floor, guys that can play defense, guys that can also spread the floor, that aren't a liability on either end of the floor. So we saw that in the NBA Finals, 2 teams clearly stacked with guys who play both ends.
They've got Landry Shamet, Gershon Yabusele out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Kolek in at the 1. That's the 5 for New York right now. Heat trail by 17. Smith passes to Wiggins. To the inside. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. We're at about the midway point of the group stage. A peek at where things stand in the NBA Cup.
Yeah, while there's still some time to make up ground, you have to make your move quick. There just aren't many group games left.
Johnson, he's checked in for Miami. Wiggins outside. Clock at 6. A step back shot. And it's New York with a rebound. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
Joms, with so many entertainment options out there, Commissioner Silver has said the league cannot be complacent.
boy, is there ever. I mean, you think about the new TV deals, you think about the rise of social media. We're seeing so much innovation in this world, just in general, across all sports, and the NBA is no different. And certainly, the league office has been very proactive, looking to improve this product at every turn, and a lot of this is around social media and around the internet, around their young consumers and young fans.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. For the Knicks, Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Yabusele, and it's Josh Hart in for Shamet. So Miami going with an almost entire new group here. Jaime Jaquez is checked in for Jovic. Fontecchio comes in for Johnson. Hero, he's checked in for Larson. And Mitchell subbed in for Smith. And so Hero will bring it up for the Heat. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. And Shams, you're on TV probably more than ever. Is that challenging? I mean, how often do you have to shave every day?
Yeah, B.A., I always got to be camera ready. And in season, particularly with the Luka Doncic trade, that happened so late at night that I knew at 11 p.m. Central Time I had to be ready. And for me, of course, interacting with my sources and getting information is one thing, but being TV ready, being ready to be on camera, it keeps me busier than ever. I know I have to be ready 24/7, 365.
You always look good, Shams. You're always ready for TV, man.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be like you.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Miami Heat's head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. Guys?
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. A minute 58 left in the first half of this one. Hero looking over the floor. Over Bridges. Jaquez. Nice persistence to tip it back in. Jaquez has got 8.
And that's why it's important sometimes to read your own miss. Jaquez Jr. really smart to collect that and then cash in.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Adebayo's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. Knicks leading by 18. Pass to Hart. From the arc. Drops in the 3. He's got 6.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
All right, Chums, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, B.A. Thank you.
And as always, Shams with some great stuff there. I'll tell you what, this guy knows all when it comes to the NBA.
No doubt, Shams is the guy when you're looking for the inside scoop. So well connected and respected around the league. 12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Miami's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. And some changes here for New York. Anunoby, he's checked in for Robinson. Shamet comes in for Bridges. And Miles McBride subbed in for Kohler.
Miles McBride.
Miami moving it around. Fontecchio. No good on the 3. Now the Knicks with it. They're on an 18-7 run. Here's McBride. And again, New York with the triple.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, they have just found the better looks, and they are capitalizing.
Pass to Fontecchio. Now here's Hero. There's the 3. A nice shot by Fontecchio.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Here's Shamet. 6 points for him. And again, New York with the triple.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
And here's Hero. Over Towns. Hero, no good.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
And so it's New York, up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. Back after this.
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment on tap as we check out how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
Well, I think for the Knicks, this team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things. And I got to say, they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Easy, big fella, but I got to say, they are making it look easy here in this early part of the season, at least. And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the New York Knicks.
And you look at the numbers. They're playing so well offensively, nice flow. Only a few wasted possessions, guys.
And if they continue on this track, they're pulling away down the stretch. Mark my words.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Boy, you look at Mikal Bridges. What a contribution.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
And Legs, more and more, we're seeing teams investing in player development. What's behind that?
Well, for one thing, more teams understand that your development staff doesn't count toward the cap, so you're open-ended in that regard. And there are teams now looking for an edge by investing in areas where they're not constrained.
Winning on the margins, man. Setting the floor for the Heat. Bam Adebayo is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then there's Mitchell. Then there's Simone Fontecchio. And it's Hero in at the 2. And the Heat call time here. Making a switch here. Larson's checked in. You know, in today's day and age of basketball, big men who can shoot it from outside are so valuable. Here are some of the best outside shooters from that position this season. Josh Hart on top.
Big men who can stretch the floor come at a premium. He's a poster child for that.
Inside, here's Jaquez. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
And even as the Heat look to go younger, this is not a team with an appetite for lengthy rebuilds, Greg.
Yeah, B.A. The one advantage they possess, when star players around the league ponder a change of scenery, Miami certainly has some great views.
And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Now here's Hero. Defense right on him. From behind the arc. Hart pulls it in.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Pass to McBride. Here's Anunoby. Takes the 3. And Fontecchio pulls it down. Picked his pocket. Down low. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Yeah, strong flush from Towns. I like whenever he plays with an edge inside.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Hero for three. Gets the three ball to go. Hero's got 9.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Towns outside. Back to Anunoby. Launches it. Rebound Miami. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Bam Adebayo is big time. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, quote, the way he's worked over the years to add to his game has been incredible. He's one of the best passers on the team, and he's not afraid to take the shot in a big moment. He cares deeply about improving, and you see it in the results of his work. Back to you.
High praise. Allie, thank you. Bridges passes to Towns. And here's McBride. Back to Anunoby. New York working the ball around now. And the basket by Bridges.
Yeah, relentless worker. Bridges, so tough inside.
Miami is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Back to Hero. Adebayo sets a screen. And Tyler Hero gets a 3. Hero's got 8 points in the quarter.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Let's see the basket.
Smith, he's checked in for Miami. With a brief pause, here are the most difficult teams to score against over the last 10 games. Number 1, the Knicks.
And defensively, they have really set the tone lately, preventing teams from getting into any kind of rhythm against them.
For New York, they've gone 4 of 8 in the third. Pass to Hart. It's stolen by Jaquez. All right, time for an injury report.
Guys, I was able to catch up with Miami's head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. It seems the issue may not be so serious as they're allowing a return to action. I'll give you updates as I get them.
Allie, thanks for the info. All we can hope for is that the prognosis isn't as bad as it seems, guys.
Yeah, we were hoping for much better news, and obviously not very encouraging.
Well, it's the reality of our game. Let's hope he's back on the court soon. That is a tough loss.
So it's Miami now, following the bucket by the Knicks. Jaquez with it. Hart covering. Fontecchio. And again, it's Miami from deep.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Knicks leading by 21. Hart from long range. Jaquez grabs the board.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Smith passes to Adebayo. And he slams it in one-handed.
Adebayo trying to involve his teammates, but he is an impressive passer for his position.
Anunoby passes to Towns. Back to Anunoby. Hart from long range. And the three-pointer goes. Hart's got 12.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
Smith passes to Adebayo. Count the basket.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. The 3 ball. And again, New York with the triple. So it's Miami now. Smith outside. And there's the foul. It'll go on Miles McBride. That's his first foul.
Miles McBride. First personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. To the paint. Here's Adebayo. shoots over Robinson. Can't hit it from 12 feet. And so it's the New York Knicks ending the period up by a staggering 23 points. And though there's time left, they don't look like they're about to give up this huge lead. We'll be right back after this word. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
What a find. These are the kind of plays we've come to expect from him.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. We've got Mikal Bridges. Mitchell Robinson is out there with Gershon Yabusele. And then it's Landry Shamet, and it's Kolek in at the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
Yeah, a versatile player. Hero is terrific at sensing when his guys are open.
Robinson with it. Rebounded by Jovic.
He was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
And the shot goes in. Smith's got his first points of the game. Tim, you got into the NBA media very quickly after your playing days. Were you naturally drawn to this side of the game?
Well, B.A., I think I always saw the game as a coach would, trying to watch all 10 players at the same time. So for me, the ability to stay connected to the game while also talking about it and hopefully teaching people really is what's drawn me to it from the beginning.
And no suffering the L from the broadcast table.
That's for sure. You don't have to have any sleepless nights.
And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Towns, he's checked in for New York. And Miami also making a switch. Jaquez is checked in for Larson.
And make some more noise for your Knicks seventh-half star.
A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Pass to Robinson. Here's Shamet. New York again can't hit. Heat trail by 16. To the inside. And that one's good. Jovic has got 4 points in the quarter.
They've now had assists on each of their last three buckets.
For New York, they've gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Here's Shamet. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now. Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open three.
Bridges fires. 19-footer is good.
You got to enjoy watching Bridges take over. Games like this prove how lethal he can be.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Different look for Miami. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Jovic. Fontecchio comes in for Wiggins. And Mitchell subbed in for Smith. They trail by 18. Outside Mitchell. There's a screen. Hero! Oh, missed on the tray. The Knicks have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Now Bridges. The 19-footer. And it's New York scoring again.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Now here's Mitchell. Hero on the wing. Adebayo, a screen on Bridges. And again, no good by Miami. New York leading by 20. Pass to Shaman. Now here's Towns. And with players now able to earn money at the collegiate level, what does that do for the NBA legs?
Well, I do think overall it's a good thing. As a former college athlete myself, I love to see these guys get rewarded, and possibly you get to the league, you're a little bit more polished and grown up.
Bottom line is you may have made some money, but when you have a chance to play against the best of the best, that's why you go pro.
There's nothing like it.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Knicks.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And this will push their total wins for the year up to 11.
But they've got 2 more chances to get some revenge. The matchup doesn't favor them, but against a conference opponent, they're going to battle hard.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Mikal Bridges.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
Here's Shaman following the three-point basket by Miami. Now Bridges. Shot clock at 5. Towns gets the 3 to fall.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
The 3 ball is down. Here's New York. It's an 18-point game. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now Jaquez. And he slams it down. It's Shamet on the wing. He's guarded by Fontecchio. Ooh, using 2 hands to power it down.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Yeah, the atmosphere in this arena has been unbelievable. Great all-around effort by everyone to put this game away.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
So it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. And with tonight's win, they're now 2-0 in the NBA Cup.
Yeah, just a fantastic start to the group stage. They're in the driver's seat in this group. A strong finish, and they'll advance.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And let's reveal our player of the game, Mikal Bridges.
Gotta get it.